Hello friends, I'm Swati. Welcome to Synergy. Today we will be talking about how we can take care of the health of our parents, grandparents, and in general all the elders at home. As we age, we might need less energy, but we still need just as many nutrients in the food as anyone else. Any kind of deficit in nutrition will mean compromising on the immunity to fight with infections, which is of utmost importance in the current scenario. Managing prevailing chronic conditions or illness will get difficult. Ability to manage independently will be hampered, and of course, it will result in poor physical and mental health. What could be the probable reasons for this to happen? Not eating enough food or not eating the right kind of food. Maybe you're eating the right kind of food and the amount too, but your body is unable to digest and absorb the food. Or maybe some underlying health conditions could be hampering the uptake of nutrients, or simply a poor lifestyle and other social factors that affect the nutritional status. Some common complaints that are typically heard from our elders at home. I don't feel like eating. I am feeling bloated. Spices are giving me acidity. I am unable to chew. I'm sure many of you have heard or said this before. Most times we are in a fix. It is out of worry as to what we can do to make sure our parents or grandparents remain healthy. And we all know that food plays a very important role. One thing I want you to note that malnourished does not refer to only thin people who have deficiencies. It also means obese or fat people who have nutritional deficiencies. Before we get into the solution mode, let's look at some underlying reasons why old people tend to have aversions for food and in turn land up not fulfilling their nutritional requirements. As part of aging, they have a reduced appetite. They have poor dental health, which makes chewing certain food very difficult. Sense of smell and taste can make food less tasty. Chronic conditions like diabetes, arthritis, etc. make things difficult. Side effects of medications cause constipation, lethargy, etc. Depression is also quite common. Feeling lonely is another issue. You can't just tackle their nutrition needs by eating more. We have to choose the right kind of foods, physical activity, and socializing. Unfortunately, during this lockdown period, the physical activity part has been majorly compromised. And also, the social activities like laughter clubs and kitty parties that used to keep our seniors upbeat are not happening anymore. With two major attributes almost absent, it makes all the more important to look at the right choice of food to keep them healthy. So, what do we do to tackle this? Firstly, let's look at things that you should completely avoid. Phosphoric acid in aerated drinks decreases absorption of calcium. Avoid sugar even if you don't have diabetes. Sugar causes tooth decay. And we don't have dentists around these days. Chocolate contains oxalate, which hinders calcium absorption. Tea or coffee may be difficult to avoid completely, but make sure to not have these beverages along with food. Keep at least 30 minutes gap. Avoid raw, uncooked food. Deep fried foods, food with any kind of preservatives and artificial flavors. How many calories you need each day depends on your age, gender, and activity level. Also, there are recommended dietary allowance guidelines that help us gauge the nutrient requirements for individuals. But today we are not going to go into those technicalities. We will simply look at requirements on a broad level. The details of portion and preparation can be altered as per individual needs. There are certain nutrients that are typically lacking in elders and must be replenished adequately. Water is required for metabolic activity, strong immunity, and cellular function. At old age, sense of thirst goes down. Some medicines that they may be taking could cause dehydration, and to top it up, it is summertime. So make sure you keep some reminders for intake of fluids throughout the day. You can refer to my previous video for summer food tips. Good quality proteins have to be chosen as there is a decrease in muscle mass. Dietary fiber intake is required to ensure relief from constipation. Right kinds of fat need to be included in the diet. No trans fat at all, which is abundantly found in packaged foods. Omega-3 needs to be added on. Minerals and vitamins are required to perform hundreds of functions for strong bone health, nerve functions, and many more. Particularly minerals like calcium, iron, and potassium may be lacking. Same goes for vitamins like vitamin D and B12. Over 50 years of age, enough B12 is not absorbed by the body. Most sources of this vitamin are from non-vegetarian sources. So you may be recommended by your doctor to take supplements for certain minerals and vitamins. I am now going to list down some food items that you must definitely include in some shape or form, as they can fulfill all the nutrient requirements if had in the right quantities every single day. Fruits and vegetables, millets and grains like whole wheat, jowar, bajra and ragi, milk and curd, nuts like walnuts, almonds, peanuts and cashews, dry fruits like dates, raisins and prunes, flax seeds, sabja and pumpkin seeds. So now that we have the list, we can get creative and include the above ingredients to make meals that are easy to make, easy to chew, and easy to digest. Here are some complete meals that you must be familiar and they meet these criteria. Khichdi, which can be made with rice and moong dal, or you can make khichdi with bajra too. Curd rice is a super easy comfort food. Dal dhokli is another one-pot meal, complete with wheat flour dumplings, dal and lots of vegetables. Idli sambar is a complete meal. You can make different varieties of pulao with lots of vegetables. Dosa and idli can be made not only with rice but also from semolina or ragi. Some lighter full meal options are fruit smoothies and vegetable soups. That covers first three components on our list. The rest of the items can be had as garnishing to dishes or added to the smoothies or soups, or simply you can have as mini snacks. Some mini snacks or add-ons that you can make at home in advance and store. Flaxseed chutney, peanut butter, date walnut balls, dry fruits and nuts powder. That makes us tick all of the items on our list of must-haves every day. We have to be creative and plan our meals around these ingredients. Well, I have made meal plans for 2 days to help you work around the plans and requirements. Let's look at day plan number 1. The night prior, you can soak raisins and have early in the morning. For breakfast, you can have banana smoothie. You can add nuts powder to it. Make sure you do not have your tea or coffee along with breakfast. You can have it either half an hour before or after. Mid-morning, you can have 1 or 2 date walnut balls. It's basically just dates and walnuts made into small balls. For lunch, you can have khichdi. Add 1 teaspoon ghee and 1 teaspoon flaxseed chutney to it. You can have 1 cup of chas with it. At tea time, you can have peanut butter with 1 chapati. Again, tea or coffee can be had half an hour earlier or after. At dinner time, you can have a big bowl of vegetable soup made out of masoor dal. You can add lots of vegetables to it. At bedtime, have a cup of warm milk with haldi and a hint of nutmeg. This will help you get good sleep. Let's see if all key ingredients for old age are covered in this meal. I haven't mentioned water in the meal plan, but you have to ensure that there is good amount of water intake in these summer days. Proteins you will get from curd, milk, lentils and moong dal. Fiber from vegetables in khichdi and soup. Good fats from walnuts and peanuts. You will get omega-3 from the flax seeds. Minerals like calcium from milk and curd, iron from dates and raisins, potassium from banana and raisins, and of course vitamins and antioxidants from all of it. Here I give you another meal plan for a day, which also fulfills the above criterias. For early morning and mid morning, I have kept the same items. For breakfast, you can have idli chutney, again tea or coffee either half an hour before or after. For lunch, you can have curd rice and add little flaxseed chutney to it. At tea time, have fruit chaat and a handful of nuts. Again, the same rule for tea and coffee. At dinner, have stuffed veg paratha with 1 cup dal, and you can have dahi with some grated cucumber and chaat masala. The same ritual for bedtime, that is a cup of warm milk with haldi and little bit of nutmeg. As you know, it helps you sleep better. These are just guidelines on how you can plan meals for our elders so that it's easy for them to eat and digest too. At the same time, they do not have any nutritional deficiencies. All we wish is our parents and grandparents are well nourished, happy, and healthy. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked it. If you think it will be useful for others too, do like and share with your friends and family. Also, subscribe and press the bell icon so that you get notifications for my upcoming videos. See you soon. Until then, stay healthy, be happy, and take care. Bye.